Welcome to One Crack News, people, and let's talk about it because it needs to be said. Um, the American dream is a powerful attraction for those who are outside of this country, and people don't understand what it's like to be outside of the country because they've never been. And you complain about how it is where you are, but you have never lived in a third world country. You've never lived where the conditions are so bad. You think where you live is bad? They don't even have concrete. They're sleeping on dirt in some of these countries. They lay down a cloth and they lay on the dirt, and that's their bed. So you got to be a little bit more respectful, a little bit more conscious of what is happening around the world. And on top of that, there are people out here that dream just to get here, to make a better living for themselves. Some make 68 cents a day. Some make 68 cents an hour. A cup of coffee costs more than that. Now, 24 defendants have been indicted on federal conspiracy charges after a multi-year investigation went into this human trafficking and labor trafficking that they were doing down in Central America. I mean, it's in Georgia, but these people came from Central America and Mexico, and they was in South Georgia farms. Now, Kwame brought this to my attention when I saw it posted somewhere. I think I was tagged in it, and I was like, I've never heard this on the news. And I watch the news regularly. So, never heard of it on the news. There was an unsealed document where there was 54 count indictments, felony charges. And this is an operation by organized crime and drug and task, the DEA, all this drug crime enforcement task force, and all this multi investigation, all these agencies. They got Homeland Security involved. Everybody's involved. This should be on your front page. And this is right here in Georgia. Now, they said before 2015 that all of these indictments that went down, they was talking about the money laundering, fraudulent using of a work visa. It's so many charges from Guatemala, Mexico to Honduras, and all the people that's in all of these different areas elsewhere around the globe. They will pay unlawful fees for transportation, food, housing, while illegally withholding travel and identification certificates from them so that they could perform all these physically demanding work for like no pay, no housing, and just putting them in crowded areas. It's unsanitary and degrading living conditions, and then threatening them by deportation or killing them. It is crazy. There have been reports of rape at this place. Other people were just kidnapped and never seen again. It was just terrible. Some people were trading the workers for whatever people might. We don't know if it was organ harvesting yet, but that was happening. Now, the Southern District of Georgia have different places that you probably haven't heard of or seen, like Toombs, Ware, Tatnell, Coffee, Bacon, and Atkins, Georgia. Places you haven't seen, because most of this is like farmland. So you don't even know what half of these people are doing, right? Now, according to them, they have been forced to dig into the dirts, into the grounds, and dig onions with their bare hands. They're getting paid 20 cents for each bucket that they harvest. They have limited plumbing. They have less resources than anybody could ever imagine. I don't know how they were found out, and I'm just glad this investigation has concluded, but why did it need to take years? Why would you let these people suffer for years? And then when they put it all together, they said these people walked away with at least over $200 million. The people that did this walked away with about $200 million from this. Can you believe that? Now, going into the investigation in late 2019, they say the indictment alleged that three of the conspirators who was involved from this $200 million illegal scheme of laundering the funds of cash, homes, businesses, setting everything up. All of this thing that's going on right here. Three of the conspirators attempted to intimidate and persuade a witness to lie to the federal grand jury and deny any knowledge of any illegal activities of the organization altogether. The Patrico organization. Now, they convene that the Southern District of Georgia executed more than 20 federal search warrants at all the target locations. Maria Patrico, 70 years old, was charged. She's from Nichols, Georgia. Daniel Mendoza, 40, Ruskin, Florida. Neri Naranjo, Antonio Ramos, J.C. Castro, Victoria Hernandez, Enrique Tovar, Jose Tovar, Charles King, Stanley McCauley, Luis Marin, De La Rojas, Juana Calavero, Donna Rojas, Margarita Condanas, Juan Francisco Campos. What's that? Rosavo Martinez, Esther Garcia, Rodolfo Marcel, Brett Busey, probably related to the other Busey, Linda Furcado, Guama Canela, Daniel Diaz, Carla Salinas rather. Now, all of these people, there's about two that are American and white. The rest are Hispanic descent. Now, these people of Hispanic descent are in here doing this to their own people for money. A crime is a crime is a crime. Where's the justice? Now, all of these guys are going to be faced up to life in prison because they're Hispanic. They have no problem locking them up. I guarantee you that. But why did they let this go on for as long as it did? That's the question. So I'm just keeping you updated. One Crack News. I'm out.